I gotta say, my body is currently shaking because of how excited I am about this
You're
position.
excited about this position?
This position
We need a
enthralls me.
dub. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Coward Chess Speed Run. I thought we'd start by addressing our awful play recently. You know, we're at 1355. Our peak is 1410. I think one person in particular has a few things to say on that matter.
I'm really sorry. I feel really bad for doing
don't
this to
feel
all
bad.
of you, and I have a whole slew of excuses. One of them being, I was just doing finals and was very stressed out. Doesn't matter. Who cares? I should play better.
He's
and
becoming.
cut that. I swear to God, cut that out. I don't want them finding out about this dirty little filthy secret that I've got on this channel.
It's not going to make a difference.
It's true.
So
I'm not getting it.
we're also going to go back to our roots a little bit more with the openings. So I think we're going to be playing the Hedgehog today, ideally.
Yeah, so I think we had a really lovely and insightful comment recently, which was that the coward system, the hovel system itself, is probably afraid of being used at high elo, and that's what's failing us.
Very true.
So we have to use something that's a little more versatile, a little bit more mature. Still a cowardly system, still a cowardly animal, probably one of the most cowardly there are. I've heard hedgehogs can die just of shock,
Yeah,
just from
imagine
surprise.
imagine instead of developing any sort of competence in the world and maybe developing some sort of tougher skin, you just grow spikes on your back. And
Yeah.
if you ever are not being defended by them, you're just the most delicious little
Meat bag.
scrumptious meat bag ever. That's what we
Exactly.
are in chess.
Yeah. So without much further ado, we're gonna crack on into it. We're gonna play a couple games, and if we lose, server error, of course, Danny Wrench.
It's fine.
If we lose a whole bunch more elo, we'll just probably nerf this speed run and kill ourselves.
No. We will do a different speed run that maybe has more viable sort of parameters. I don't know whether that's the right term, but all right, here we go. The Hedgehog.
The
Thoughts?
Canadian versus Canadian. Okay, so we have to wait for him to play first.
Jumpy Horse. I like that name.
Me too.
It makes me feel calm.
Does it?
Okay.
Jumpy horse.
Is the Hedgehog this?
E move.
It's E. It's this.
E move. Yes.
Okay. Because
We could play the D move as well.
okay.
Ah, see, look, he's played right into our paws.
So now.
There you go.
This.
Yep.
Love that.
And the great thing about the hedgehog is it uses the central fianchetto, which we developed way early on.
The other great thing about the Hedgehog is it is a variant of the French defense of famously
Cowardly people.
Not really. I mean, I know, but it's fun to clown on them.
Okay, so I think so. This is not classical hedgehog. Moving here is not classic. You usually would move here for the hedgehog, but in the spirit of our
Not
old
losing a knight.
yeah, and our old opening,
True.
right, which was the hovel system with knight and bishop next to each other. I think this is a good callback,
A bit of an homage.
a bit of an homage. And you know what? There's usually no pawn on. There's no c pawn in the hedgehog. So we're still keeping with the correct structure of the system, at least. And now we got this. And, of course, the boys close.
Of course, yeah.
The lads do close the position. And
Do we castle, maybe?
I think we castle as soon as possible. That's right under our face, isn't it?
This is a very cowardly
This is
position. I just
cowardly.
visually, excellent job. Excellent choice with the Hedgehog.
Okay, let's not freaking boost my ego up too much. I've been known to throw.
Just watch the last few videos of ours if you ever need an ego hit.
I've experienced ego death almost every single day.
You know, in the last video where we didn't see the ladder mate, I think we were actually staring at it for longer than the video even implies.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
That was edited. That
It's
was
very
significantly
bad.
edited.
It's very bad.
Now, to attain hedgehog structure, do we go with this? Or is that too...
I think that's good. I think it's also in the spirit of bringing pieces closer to our king.
I love it. A migration of horses. Some would say the bison system.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, they're not actually.
No, they're not.
they're
They're
not
not even
horses.
cows or close to. close to that.
Zebras!
The
Zebras.
zebra system?
Zebras. The
Why?
zebra system.
Because they migrate?
Because they're migrating, yeah.
I think horses migrate.
I've not heard about many wild horses other than zebras.
Fair. Okay, so here he's kind of
This is part of the hedgehog.
running it down.
This is part of the hedgehog system.
Oh, yeah? Okay, I love that. And then we form a wedge around that pawn.
Yeah, and then we perchance to thrust.
Yeah. I need to learn that.
Now this loses a pawn for ya boy. By ya boy, I mean him boy. And we do that.
It does, yeah.
We do take those.
And if he loses a central pawn as well. Now, if you'll see here, we have 2 central pawns, and he has none.
And that means nothing in this speed run.
Yeah, I mean, it is allegedly it's good. Maybe taking another pawn, we just grab material.
We do grab material, Willie, and we do.
And that knight is undefended, so
correct.
he can't his rook taking all that B file space. It could be a little worrisome, but it can't do that.
That's my prediction.
Yeah.
Yeah, because his knight is restricted as well.
So yeah, if the knight falls back and we capture the knight on f3, that's very bad for him because he has to recapture with a pawn, and then his king is wide open to attack. If he knows that we're never going to go for that attack, he will not mind that at all. But theoretically bad for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I gotta say, my body is currently shaking because of how excited I am about this position.
You're excited about this position?
This position
we need a dub.
We needed a win, and we hadn't had one. And I was, really feeling down about it. But now...
I think we're due to get a lot of ELO because we haven't played in a while. So
My
what do
brother.
they call that in the ELO system? The R factor?
I don't know. I don't know anything, man. I literally...
good moves.
All I know is how to win, no matter what, except when I lose.
Okay, so I also think in a different speed run, these 2 moves are sort of begging to be played. Not anymore, but
yeah. Okay, so we don't want to move our pieces too far forward, of course. Do we want to take that pawn? That would allow our queen to come back to the attack.
Yeah, I think we want to take that pawn.
Or we could just push past and close.
Ooh.
Giving ourselves a more advanced pawn. Because otherwise...
Oh, yeah, I do like that.
Some of this, they're getting in.
Okay. Yeah, just push, I think. With that pawn, yeah.
I just want to make sure. So if we push,
There's
also
bring
this.
His knight forward.
There's also that.
Yeah, that's getting a little tenuous. I think...
What do you think?
Don't worry about it.
You think I shouldn't worry about it? Okay, so I have you on record saying don't worry about it.
Yeah, you have.
Because in the past I've been burnt by suggesting a move that makes you feel a little uneasy, and then when it doesn't work out.
Now I would
fault.
prefer just taking the pawn.
Okay, then let's go with that.
Yeah,
because
it's simple.
Because I like to make you happy.
And also, his king is really... The less clogs we have in front of the king there, I think the better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I think that that pawn is under attack. So we could maybe activate one of our rooks.
Ooh.
The F rook.
The F rook. Yeah, I feel like from this point on, please, you make the moves, because I have been known to choke in such positions.
And I like your plan of advancing the A pawn down to promotion. Now that pawn is under attack, so we just shove it forward to defend it. Yeah?
Yeah.
And
that's
then,
only a defensive shove.
It's a defensive shove, yeah. So here, I feel like we can just drop back to maybe this
What if we
square?
drop back to B7, cutting off any movement of the king?
Oh, and eventually this square is very strong for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the knight.
Okay, so here.
Yes, sir.
It's also a light square, so there's fewer tactics for his biche.
Correct.
Fewer possible tactics for that.
Yeah, I mean, this is just this is a dream. This is a dream come true.
Yeah. So, I think this square is very powerful.
Yeah, but We want to avoid even using words like powerful.
Powerful, true.
We want to say things.
At some point, we have to.
Things like shy. Maybe that's a.
This is good. This is sort of becoming the bad opening speed.
It's a sort of anti-shy move.
Anti-shy, true.
Yeah. So now, hear me out. If we go with some of this.
And then this square is extra defended.
This. Oh, for the pawn. Yes.
Yeah, for the pawn. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I like this move. Yes. It
Me
opens
too.
up our bishop.
Yeah. And our bishop should be allowed to see.
Mm-hmm. Now there are potential pawn-winning tactics in the future where he takes our f6 knight. We have to recapture with the bishop, and then he, But that's in the distant. That's in the distant future. Okay, so maybe we advance to here.
Okay. I've been known to enjoy things like that.
I just want him to start sweating.
I'm sweating.
Yeah.
Ooh, what about... Is this a move? No, that's not a move. Because of that. Now. How do we sort of...
I think getting our knight to
here's
f4 is sort of an anti-shy move.
That's too anti-shy. What
Yeah.
about some of this and spiteful checks?
Okay, I like that.
And it still keeps us on the back rank, essentially.
True.
Pretty close to the back, at least.
Yeah.
Come on. What is this position if not cowardly? We're all the way at the back. No one's getting hurt here.
We're just sending some pawns forward as sort of feelers.
Yeah.
Now we do have a spite check, but I feel like maybe we should hold out until something better comes. I don't know. What do you think?
Sort of like edging. In a way.
Sort of like that.
So now tell me if this is too aggressive, because I'll just straight up fold completely if you say it is. But what about some of this? Because then we're sort of suggesting some of this, and then some of that.
I'm just thinking about how to possibly justify such a move.
However, if we go here and they go here, then we actually do not have this. So it's not a forcing line. It's just a hopeful line.
Do you want to maybe give us some Luft? That's a cowardly move.
You know what? I'm
Not that
absolutely
one. There we go.
in love with that move.
Yeah. That's very cowardly.
So cowardly.
Because we're
It's so good.
We are not even close to having back rank issues, and yet we're saying, like,
Please.
don't back rank, checkmate me.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Also,
like
in this
that a lot
position, it wouldn't even solve our back rank issues. Oh,
In
no,
a
because
way.
the queen's covering h7.
Well, yeah, but in a way.
In a way.
If we were to move the knight here now to stop us from getting that back rank problem in the future.
Now it's
Now
a
it's
justified
justifiable.
move because it's solving our back rank issue.
Exactly.
Yeah, perfect.
This is the kind of deep sort of psychological torture you have to put yourself through to be
To make good moves.
to make good moves in coward chess.
Okay, so now we can do this.
Now now the queen is unfortunate. He saw through our plan. Now the queen is unfortunately not there, which doesn't allow us to be cowardly.
Yeah, but because
about
I'm
it.
bad at chess, I don't see that. And I think I'm gonna...
Oh right, this is the bad chess.
You didn't
speed,
tell me that, actually.
That's true. I didn't tell you that. Now actually, this square is sexually appealing to me.
Well, that's okay.
That blunders a rook. So
Yeah, I was thinking...
with
that
whomst
seems-
do we take? This
that's-
one?
I think so.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. And then probably the queen's gonna take because he still doesn't see that the bishop defends. Yeah.
Bro!
I am Nostradamus actually.
Oh
I
my
forgot to
God,
tell you.
what?
Oh, finally a fat dub.
Oh, that's so... This one gets a hug.
Oh,
Good job.
I needed that really.
Yeah.
It's been a tough couple of weeks.
Okay, so... Nice. Let's see. We got a lot of elo for that.
Yeah, fat chunk.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, so I think the hedgehog
The
is the
hedgehog is
future of this
tenable.
speed. The French more broadly, I think. As well, maybe.
The hedgehog does arise usually from the English, as I learned.
With
15
the
minutes
white
ago.
pieces, what do you think we'll do?
I think we'll just do the same thing and say that it probably
Hedgehog
works.
up a tempo.
Yeah.
I love
what
that.
could the hyper accelerated hedgehog?
Isn't it if you do E3 on the first one, isn't that Van Croix?
Shut the fuck up.